Okay everybody, it's Jim Richards here. This is the creation of Vector 25, the long version. I'm about to show you my technique of how I'm doing my paintings, my abstract, my drip paintings, and I just want to show you some of the technique of it. This piece here, Vector 25, 34 by 68 inch visual. Nice long piece with extra canvas on the sides, of course, for stretching. So let me show you what we're going to be up to. I like trying to get the long strokes in the paint. I like trying to get the movement of the actual paint in the piece and show the actual transition of the paint when it's in motion. I like to be activated into the piece as much as I can. It depends, sometimes I'll be closer to the piece. Sometimes for different effects I'll get higher from the piece, so it just depends, but it just depends on what look I'm going for on that particular piece and how much is speaking to me. Also too, there's a special formula I use for my paints to get the desired effect. So these paints I've pre-mixed according to my specifications before I started this video. So as you can see, the beautiful long strokes that I'm trying to achieve here. Again, trying to go for the long strokes. And I love the play of not only the long strokes, but also sometimes some of the actual parts where they meet up. Hope you can see me in the video. The piece is a rather large painting, lengthwise, so it's hard for me to get in here and truly show you the technique as I'm working in it, because I am moving a lot, but I'm trying to be in the frame to show the creation of the piece. Now this is again, Vector 25, long version. It's important when I'm doing this that I'm getting the look I'm trying to achieve. And a lot of times, if I'm not happy with my piece, there's a lot of pieces that I destroy because they're just not the quality or the emotion that I'm trying to get across in the piece. So, and I don't want to let anything out if it's not of what I believe in. It's a very exciting process. I have to wait till I'm in that mood where I have something that I want to convey, and that's usually the time when I'm most creative in the piece. I like to get down to the piece so I can be really close to the canvas while I'm creating. So I've got that connection with the piece as I'm making it. And that's really important to me. As you can see, I'm really liking the effect in this piece so far. I'm just moving aside now. I'm moving on towards another color I've pre-chosen. And again, hope you can see me now. With this, I'm trying to get the long strokes again. And you can see I'm achieving that right here. The painting is called Vector. And if you look at the meaning of vector, you kind of see what's going on here. But besides the meaning, love the play of color with the red. I use specialty paints that I've chosen that I found work better than some other paints for my purpose. So it just depends. I'll switch paints. I'll use a multitude of different paints. Hope it's as exciting for you at home right now watching this piece being created as I am creating the piece. To me, it's very important about the positioning of the paint so that it does convey the kind of emotion I'm looking for. And as you can see, I'm moving around the piece. I tend to be quite low to the piece. I don't like being too high from the piece. I don't feel connected to the piece if I'm too high. You know, I mean, if you get too high, you're not even, you know, near the piece, right? So I like to be connected to the piece. In case you guys are wondering what the green is around the canvas, it's a masking type of tape. It's there because that's the extra canvas that's going to be used for the wrapping around the stretcher. That's a white sides, and so that's what that's there for, in case you're wondering. It's a very good quality canvas, and pieces, I'm always surprised because when they're framed, and my collectors have shown me the pieces in their setting in their houses, the pieces look absolutely amazing. It's always nice to see as an artist, you know, because a lot of times you see the piece for what it is, but you never sometimes see it in its end result. So that's something that is really, I find very pleasing. So we finished off a second color. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Guys, I've got a little bit of cleanup to do. I've got to get some other colors prepped and do a few other things, so I'll stop the video now. Come back and join me. We're in the process of making Vector 25, long version, dimensions 34 by 68 inch visual. Okay? So it's a pleasure to have you guys. And I'll continue the video in a bit.